He's the one who tells you that he's the one who tells his constituents that yes, shoot people who break into your house.
Really? I like him already.
He's one of those guys. But what he's saying here is that he's saying the mass deportations are going too far. He'd rather focus on the criminals and get those criminals out rather than having to worry about all the rest of the people who aren't breaking laws.
Right.
And from his perspective, right? Which is legitimate. I think most of us would prefer that we actually just, anytime someone is convicted of breaking a law, if they're here illegally, they get booted out, right? That's kind of what everybody wants. I don't think there's a lot of people who are frustrated that so many people were freely allowed in and given benefits.
Right.
I think they could have handled one or the other, but I think it was both that really irritated people, and so they're overreacting as happens in the United States.
Right.
Politically, we always overreact. The pendulum, right? It never stops in the middle. It always goes.
It's always left or right.
It always goes one way or the other. But from a law enforcement perspective, he's saying it's sucking up too much of his resources, tracking down others who are not criminals. He doesn't want to care about those people.
Yeah.
And it's a point. It's a perspective that we should listen to.
No, it's a legitimate point, and I agree with it because some of the illegal aliens, and that's what they are. These are not migrants. They're illegal migrants. Okay, they came here illegally, and some of them want a good life and all this other stuff. And I would say to them, like I had a lot of friends that were from Mexico when I was a young man doing construction. The first thing they did before they came to America was apply for dual citizenship. It was easy. You had to pay some, and the only bad thing about it was that if you had dual citizenship in the United States and Mexico, there's chances are you were going to get taxed in both countries. so you were but these were young men in the construction field. They worked here for 6 to 7 months, and during the wintertime, they went back to Mexico and worked again and built houses for themselves, bought land and everything like that. It worked. So I don't know why this country doesn't stress dual citizenship.
Well, and that's the thing. There was a period of time where rather than allow legal freedom of movement, we kind of restricted the legal freedom, and which of course, whenever you restrict legal freedom, you're going to have the criminals are going to take advantage. And so that's essentially what happened, and it's become a mess. The whole immigration system is a mess, and the people who we don't talk about often enough are the legal immigrants who now have to struggle with people who are anti-immigrant simply because of illegal immigrants, but now they're going to get the legal immigrants.